Disclaimer. The following story and its characters are entirely fictional and crafted for entertainment purposes only. Fenway Park Paradox, Mason's Mystery Tales. Chapter 1, An Unsettling Beginning. The vibrant atmosphere of Fenway Park, nestled in the heart of Boston, marked the beginning of yet another thrilling baseball season. The iconic green field was a sacred ground for the Boston Red Sox and their devoted fans, who gathered with eager anticipation. The stadium's lights flickered to life, casting an enchanting glow over the hallowed grounds. The air buzzed with excitement, the crowd's collective cheers and the crack of a bat creating a symphony of joy. Yet, beneath the facade of excitement, there was an undeniable tension in the air. Unusual occurrences had been plaguing the historic stadium, threatening to cast a dark shadow over the beloved sport. It began innocuously enough, equipment mysteriously vanishing from the locker rooms, players reporting strange sounds echoing through the empty corridors late at night, and even bizarre visions experienced by those on the field. Whispers of a curse started to circulate among players and fans alike, and it didn't take long for the chaos to escalate. Amidst the disarray of this early season game, Mason Sinclair and Emma found themselves in the stands, soaking in the atmosphere of Fenway Park. The two seasoned investigators had come as spectators, but quickly became witnesses to the bizarre happenings. In the midst of an inning, a player suddenly dropped his bat, clutching his head in agony as he was seemingly overwhelmed by a vision. Fans gasped as they watched the bewildered athlete, unsure of what had just occurred. Mason and Emma exchanged a concerned glance. It was clear that something was amiss at Fenway Park, and their instincts kicked into high gear. They decided, then and there, that they couldn't simply be spectators in this unfolding mystery. With a shared nod, they resolved to delve into the puzzle that threatened to disrupt the cherished baseball season. The stage was set, and Fenway Park held its breath, unaware of the relentless pursuit of answers that Mason and Emma were about to embark upon. Chapter 2, Superstitions and Secrets. Mason and Emma's quest to unravel the mysteries haunting Fenway Park led them deep into the history of this legendary baseball sanctuary. As they dove into the archives, they discovered a world of superstitions and secrets that had been passed down through generations of players and fans. The park had always been steeped in tradition, from the iconic green monster looming over left field to the distinct Fenway Frank sold at every game. But there were also traditions of a more mysterious nature, rituals, chants, and beliefs that had been embraced by the players and woven into the very fabric of Fenway's lore. They began their investigation by interviewing players, coaches, and staff, seeking insights into the unusual events that had been transpiring. These conversations unearthed a common thread: everyone had a tale to tell, a bizarre experience to share. Pitchers spoke of hearing faint whispers in the dugout, while outfielders reported seeing fleeting shadows dart across the field during night games. Batters recounted moments of inexplicable dizziness or blurred vision, which had never plagued them before. The unease was palpable, and it was clear that Fenway Park was hiding its share of secrets. As Mason and Emma continued their research, they stumbled upon a story that sent shivers down their spines, a tale eerily reminiscent of the unsettling events unfolding before them. It was the legend of the Curse of the Bambino. The Curse of the Bambino was born in the aftermath of a fateful decision. In 1920, the Boston Red Sox sold Babe Ruth, the legendary slugger and pitcher, to the New York Yankees. This seemingly innocuous transaction had far-reaching consequences. The Red Sox, who had been successful in the early 20th century, wouldn't win another World Series for 86 long years, while the Yankees would go on to achieve unparalleled greatness. The legend spoke of an angered spirit, the ghost of Babe Ruth, haunting Fenway Park and ensuring that the Red Sox would be forever denied baseball's ultimate glory. The curse became a central piece of the park's history, invoked by fans and players alike to explain their struggles. Mason and Emma couldn't help but draw a connection between the inexplicable occurrences of the present and the age-old curse of the Bambino. Was it possible that the curse had been awakened, wreaking havoc on Fenway Park once more? With this newfound knowledge, they resolved to dive even deeper into the park's history, believing that the key to unraveling the current mystery lay buried in the past. Fenway Park, a place steeped in tradition and secrets, held the answers they sought, and Mason and Emma were determined to uncover them. Chapter 3: The Hidden Passages. With the weight of Fenway Park's storied history and the legend of the Curse of the Bambino pressing upon them, Mason and Emma looked deeper into their investigation. They believed that the answers they sought might be hidden within the twisting passages and tunnels that crisscrossed beneath the stadium. Their exploration began beneath the grandstand, where dimly lit corridors led to a maze of forgotten chambers. Dust-covered relics of baseball's yesteryears lined the shelves, old uniforms, weathered mitts, and photographs of players long gone. Each artifact seemed to hold a piece of the park's soul, preserving the memories of those who had walked the hallowed grounds. Faded photographs offered glimpses into the past, images of players in their prime, the stands filled with fans cheering their beloved Red Sox. Among these photographs, one stood out, a group of players gathered around a cryptic symbol etched onto the dugout wall. Mason and Emma scrutinized the symbol, comparing it to sketches they had uncovered in their research. It appeared to be a representation of the Curse of the Bambino, suggesting a connection between the symbol and the recent strange events. Further exploration led them to an underground chamber filled with dusty books, letters, and journals. It was a treasure trove of historical documents that painted a vivid picture of Fenway Park's past. Letters from fans lamenting the long drought of World Series victories, journals of players recounting their experiences with the curse, and perplexing notes hinting at hidden secrets, all provided a wealth of information. One journal, in particular, caught their attention. It belonged to a player who had been at the center of the curse's narrative. His entries described strange occurrences that mirrored those of the present day, lending credence to the belief that the curse had indeed awakened. As Mason and Emma combed through these invaluable records, they stumbled upon a faded map. It depicted the hidden passages and tunnels beneath Fenway Park, including an area marked as forbidden. It was this sealed-off area that held the key to their investigation, a place rumored to harbor the answers to the current mystery. With the map in hand, Mason and Emma were poised to embark on a journey into the unknown. The hidden passages of Fenway Park were about to reveal their secrets, and the intrepid investigators were determined to uncover the truth, even if it meant confronting the ghostly specter of the Curse of the Bambino head-on. Chapter 4: A Web of Rivalries. Mason and Emma's journey into the hidden passages of Fenway Park had opened a Pandora's box of secrets, leading them to uncover a complex web of rivalries, grudges, and betrayals that stretched back decades. Their exploration of old documents and journals had unearthed tales of players who had once been close friends but had become bitter rivals, their once strong bonds shattered by the weight of the Curse of the Bambino. These rivalries had festered, fueling the belief that the curse was real, and that it was responsible for the Red Sox's misfortunes. But the animosities extended beyond the players' dugout. Among the fans, factions had formed, each with its own theories on how to break the curse. One group, in particular, had drawn their attention: the Curse Breakers. Comprising die-hard fans who had dedicated their lives to lifting the supposed curse, the Curse Breakers were known for their passionate beliefs and their unconventional rituals. They believed that the key to breaking the curse lay hidden somewhere within Fenway Park, and they had been searching tirelessly for decades. Mason and Emma couldn't ignore the possibility that the Curse Breakers were somehow connected to the strange occurrences plaguing Fenway. The tensions were palpable as they confronted members of the group, who were entrenched in their belief that they were the only ones capable of lifting the curse. The investigators' questioning revealed that the Curse Breakers had resorted to increasingly elaborate and unorthodox rituals in their quest. From burying trinkets beneath the pitcher's mound to conducting late-night ceremonies on the stadium grounds, their actions had only contributed to the bizarre atmosphere at Fenway. Yet, beneath the fanaticism, Mason and Emma sensed something more, a sense of desperation and longing. The Curse Breakers, like so many others, had felt the weight of the curse and the longing for a championship that had eluded them for so long. Tensions continued to rise as the investigators and the Curse Breakers clashed, each with their own motives and beliefs about how to break the curse. With Fenway Park's future and the fate of the baseball season hanging in the balance, Mason and Emma were faced with a formidable challenge to navigate the treacherous waters of rivalry, superstition, and fervent devotion in their relentless pursuit of the truth. Chapter 5: A Race Against Time. Mason and Emma soon realized that the fate of the historic ballpark and the entire baseball season hung precariously in the balance. The strange occurrences at the stadium continued to escalate, spreading fear and confusion among players and fans alike. Equipment vanished mid-game, causing disruptions that threatened to derail the season. Players experienced increasingly vivid and unsettling visions that left them shaken and unable to focus on the game. Mason and Emma understood that they were in a race against time. The unraveling of the curse had unleashed forces they couldn't fully comprehend, and these forces were growing stronger with each passing day. Their investigation led them to a series of obscure messages hidden within the stadium, symbols, riddles, and confusing clues that hinted at a path to breaking the curse. The puzzles were designed to test their intellect, their knowledge of baseball history, and their understanding of the legends that had shaped Fenway Park. They worked tirelessly, piecing together the fragments of information they had gathered, collaborating with experts on baseball lore, and consulting old records and books. The tension was palpable as they raced to decipher the messages before the curse's influence became irreparable. The strange occurrences intensified, putting players and fans in grave danger. Stadium lights flickered ominously during games, creating moments of disorienting darkness. Equipment became erratic, causing near misses on the field. The visions experienced by players grew more vivid and haunting, threatening their psychological well-being. Fenway Park had become a battleground between the forces of tradition and the relentless pursuit of victory. The fate of the ballpark, the Red Sox, and the cherished sport of baseball itself now rested on Mason and Emma's shoulders. The duo knew that they must solve the puzzles, break the curse, and restore the sanctity of Fenway Park before it was too late, or risk losing not only the season but the soul of a city's passion for the game. Chapter 6: The Curse Unveiled. With time running out and the fate of Fenway hanging in the balance, Mason and Emma's tireless efforts led them to unravel the final clue hidden amidst the cryptic messages. It pointed the way to a hidden chamber concealed beneath the very heart of the stadium, a chamber that held the key to breaking the curse of the Bambino. The entrance to this concealed chamber was a well-kept secret, known only to a select few. The duo descended into the depths of Fenway Park, guided by their unwavering determination to confront the mastermind behind the bizarre events that had plagued the iconic ballpark. Within the chamber, they found themselves face to face with a figure shrouded in darkness, a man who had harbored a decades-old grudge against the Red Sox. It was he who had awakened the curse, seeking to avenge a perceived injustice from the past. As the tension reached its zenith, the mastermind revealed the origins of the curse, a tale of betrayal and rivalry that had festered for generations. He believed that by inflicting suffering upon the Red Sox and their loyal fans, he could finally find closure for the wrongs he believed had been committed against him. Mason and Emma, armed with their determination and a deep respect for the traditions and history of Fenway Park, confronted the mastermind. In the dimly lit chamber, a climactic showdown ensued, one that would determine the fate of the ballpark and the beloved sport of baseball itself. The curse's power clashed with the duo's resolve, creating a whirlwind of tension that hung in the air like an impending storm. It was a battle of wills and beliefs, a struggle that transcended the physical world and delved deep into the realm of superstition and legend. As Mason and Emma pressed forward, they drew upon the strength of their unwavering commitment to the Red Sox and the indomitable spirit of Fenway Park. It was their belief in the enduring power of tradition and the enduring love of the game that ultimately prevailed. In a dramatic and cathartic climax, the curse was broken, and the mastermind's vengeful plan was thwarted. Fenway Park, once again, became a sanctuary for the love of baseball, and the strange occurrences that had plagued it ceased. As the dust settled and the echoes of their confrontation faded, Mason and Emma looked around the chamber, reflecting on the enduring legacy of Fenway Park and the importance of respecting the past while forging ahead into the future. The curse of the Bambino had been vanquished, and the heart of Boston's baseball heritage was restored. Mason and Emma emerged from the hidden chamber, their mission complete, and the hallowed grounds of Fenway Park would forever be a place where legends were born, celebrated, and cherished. Chapter 7: Breaking the Curse. With the curse's power finally broken, Mason and Emma stood in the dimly lit chamber beneath Fenway, a profound sense of accomplishment washing over them. The culmination of their efforts had not only saved the beloved ballpark, but had also preserved the essence of Boston's cherished baseball traditions. News of their success quickly spread throughout the stadium. Players, fans, and members of the Cursebreakers, who had once been their adversaries, now rallied together. The unity of purpose was palpable, and it was evident that the curse's influence had waned. As a collective force, they embarked on a series of rituals and symbolic acts to officially break the curse that had haunted Fenway Park for generations. Players donned uniforms reminiscent of past championship seasons, invoking the spirit of those who had brought glory to the Red Sox in decades past. Fans, too, played their part, offering heartfelt chants and cheers that reverberated throughout the stadium. They held banners and symbols representing the resilience and enduring spirit of the Red Sox faithful. In the midst of these symbolic acts, Mason and Emma, along with the players, recited words of gratitude and respect for the legacy of Fenway Park and the profound significance of baseball in Boston's culture. The strange occurrences that had plagued the stadium gradually ceased, leaving a sense of tranquility in their wake. Lights shone brightly, equipment functioned smoothly, and players' visions returned to normal. Fenway Park had been restored to its former glory, and a profound sense of relief washed over the stadium's faithful. As the curse lifted, the Red Sox embarked on a triumphant comeback, winning a series of crucial games that sent ripples of excitement throughout Boston. The city, once again, rallied behind its team with unwavering devotion, and the baseball season continued without further disruptions. Fenway Park had not only been saved, it had become a symbol of resilience and the enduring spirit of baseball. Mason and Emma, with their unwavering commitment to preserving history and tradition, had successfully broken the curse of the Bambino, ensuring that the legacy of the Red Sox and the beloved ballpark would endure for generations to come. Chapter 8: Lessons Learned. With the park restored to its former glory, Mason and Emma took a moment to reflect on the lessons they had learned during their investigation. The curse of the Bambino had tested their resolve and pushed them to their limits, but it had also revealed important truths about the power of superstitions and the strength of teamwork. As they stood in the hallowed grounds of Fenway, Mason and Emma marveled at how deeply superstitions had been ingrained in the world of baseball. The legend of the curse of the Bambino, though unfounded, had held a powerful sway over the minds and hearts of players and fans alike. It was a reminder of the enduring influence of tradition and the role that belief played in shaping the course of events. They had also witnessed the unifying power of teamwork. When faced with a common adversary, the curse, players, fans, and even the mystifying Cursebreakers had come together to confront the threat and protect the legacy of Fenway Park. It was a testament to the bonds forged by a shared love of the game and a commitment to preserving its history. As they looked around at the stadium bathed in the glow of victory, Mason and Emma knew that Fenway Park would forever remain a beloved symbol of Boston, a place where dreams were made, traditions were honored, and the enduring spirit of baseball thrived. The story concluded with a sense of closure, but also with the understanding that the legacy of Fenway Park and the lessons learned from their investigation would continue to resonate in the hearts of those who cherished the sport. Mason and Emma bid farewell to the historic ballpark, knowing that its rich history would continue to inspire future generations of players and fans. Fenway Park stood not only as a testament to baseball's enduring legacy but also as a reminder of the indomitable human spirit, capable of breaking even the most formidable curses and preserving the traditions that make the game so special. Chapter 9: A Grand Celebration. Players, fans, and the entire community gathered to mark the end of the curse and to celebrate not only the ballpark's rich history but also its enduring legacy. Fenway Park served as the backdrop for the festivities. Banners commemorating the Red Sox's triumphs through the years adorned the stadium's walls, while the scent of ballpark favorites wafted through the air, evoking memories of countless games played on these hallowed grounds. Players, past and present, took to the field, wearing their Red Sox uniforms with pride. They stood shoulder to shoulder, symbolizing the unbroken chain of tradition that connected generations of baseball enthusiasts. Fans filled the stands, their cheers echoing through the air like a symphony of triumph. The celebration was a joyful reminder that Fenway Park was not just a ballpark, it was a cherished institution that had touched the lives of countless individuals. It had witnessed legendary plays, heart-stopping moments, and the unwavering devotion of fans who had weathered both victories and defeats. Throughout the evening, speakers took to the stage to share stories of Fenway's storied history, from its construction in 1912 to the moments that had defined Red Sox lore. The words of players, managers, and fans alike resonated with emotion as they paid tribute to the legacy of the ballpark. The celebration was a testament to the enduring spirit of Fenway Park and the power of unity and belief to overcome even the most formidable of challenges. It served as a reminder that the bonds forged through baseball transcended the confines of the stadium and extended into the hearts and souls of the community. Chapter 10: The Future of Fenway. With the grand celebration at Fenway coming to a close, Mason and Emma stood on the hallowed grounds of the iconic ballpark, taking in the sights and sounds of a night that had marked the end of the curse of the Bambino and celebrated the enduring spirit of baseball. As players, fans, and the community continued to revel in the joyous atmosphere, Mason and Emma shared a moment of reflection. They had played a pivotal role in preserving the history and legacy of Fenway Park, and they knew that their journey had brought them closer to the heart of Boston's baseball culture. Mason and Emma bid a fond farewell to the ballpark, knowing that they had left an indelible mark on its storied history. As they made their way through the stadium's iconic gates, they felt a sense of hope and promise for the future. The curse of the Bambino had been vanquished, and Fenway Park stood as a symbol of the enduring spirit of baseball. The story concluded with Mason and Emma looking ahead to new adventures in the world of Mason's mystery tales. Their journey had taken them to the heart of Boston's baseball culture, but they knew that there were countless more mysteries to unravel, challenges to overcome, and stories to tell. With a sense of anticipation and a deep appreciation for the lessons learned during their investigation at Fenway Park, Mason and Emma set their sights on the horizon, ready to embark on new adventures that would continue to captivate their imaginations and the imaginations of their devoted audience. Enjoyed Mason's crime-solving journey through the heart of mysteries? Don't miss out on future captivating tales. Hit that subscribe button and join us on Mason's Mystery Tales for more thrilling adventures into the enigmatic realm of crime, secrets, and suspense. Stay tuned for upcoming stories that will keep you hooked and craving for more. Subscribe now and be a part of our detective community as we unravel the intriguing narratives that lie just beneath the surface. Your next suspenseful adventure awaits, don't miss it.